Howdy doodly, everybody. Welcome in. That's right. You read it right. Your man, Jonathan Hyde, is casting in the Zygarde League. Yeah, that's right. I'm getting everywhere now. Woohoo. All right. So, what are we going to be watching today? We are on week 2 of the Zygarde League, and we are watching EX Trainers versus Secret Tech in a best of 5 match. This is going to be absolutely wild. Wild ride ahead of us, and you get to all with me. That's right. Yeah, you get to hear this big, beautiful, loud voice for roughly an hour. Aren't you all lucky? So, as we get into this, I know it's been a hot minute. It's been a while. So updates to the channel. We do have some socials. We have Blue Sky. We have X located on there. So we are going to be making posts and updates through that when we go live and stuff. So make sure you hit those follow buttons and whatnot, and so you can get those notifications, because whenever I'm going to be like doing a stream or planning an event or polling or whatnot, we're going to go through the Discord. We're going to go through those socials. So get on there. We're also going to be posting letting everybody know when we're doing casting opportunities like this through those socials, so make sure you click those and follow. But no, today, yes, that's right, we have EX Trainers and Secret Tech in the Zygarde League, and I am very excited to stream these guys. I have watched a little bit of their games from week 1, and let me tell you, they were something else. So what is it? Secret Tech is coming into this match with a 3-0 position, which means they have won all, like, there are 3 games of the best of 5 without dropping a single one. Meanwhile, EX Trainers unfortunately did not win their set, but they did take a win off of their opponents. So they're not sitting at 0 points, and they're ready to wow us and come back with a vengeance and say, hey guys, this is what we're made of. So this is going to be absolutely amazing. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to give some ready checks whenever, to make sure that everybody knows that we are ready, because we're not in control. Woo! We actually have a bit of a production on our side, which is going to be epic. Which means I don't have to focus on anything. I can just focus on you guys. But because we are streaming a competitive scene, a competitive event, we are going to be 2 minutes delayed. So you're not going to be able to stream snipe these teams. They're not going to be able to stream snipe each other or whatnot. So that won't be an issue. But actually, before we go in there, I should be a smart little streamer. And I should implement privacy settings so none of y'all can see the lobby code and try to join, because I know what you guys are like. I know what you guys are like. You do it too. You've done it to me before. Some of you. Not all of you, some of you. Absolutely fire and fun. But we do have some new followers. So Mid-Lanington, I appreciate the follow. Super appreciate that. Thank you. Juicebox0927 from 2 days ago. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. We are always looking for to grow our community, and now we are at 93 of 100. So that is spectacular. But yeah, no. Zygarde League. Oh my goodness. So we are learning things on the fly as we go. We do enjoy stats, and we do have some stats lined up, ready to go for you. Like, we have some top picks, which happens to be Snorlax with a 70% pick rate. Like, can you believe that, guys? Like, I can. Snorlax is a beefy guy, I'm not gonna lie. He is beefy, he is chonky, he is ready to rumble, he's ready to take you out. Sitting on you, heavy slamming you, blocking you. I'm going to tell you right now, I recognize one of the players here on the side of Secret Tech, and that is Tish. And let me tell you, Tish has a gold badge Snorlax. It is nasty. But unless it's on your team, in which case it is beautiful to watch. What else do we have here in terms of some statistics? We have Psyduck, one of the top pick rates at 50% pick rate. That's really high for a supporter. Normally, supporters are more diverse. Normally, they're more able to be flexible. Normally, you'd have like a Blissey up there or whatnot. Normally, you'd have like maybe a Clefable if the meta favors it. You'd look at things like maybe a Sableye. No, I kid. I know. I'm dreaming. I wish Sableye would finally make it into like a top like pick rate or band rate or something. Show the little guy some love. Show the little guy some respect. Is all I'm saying there. But no, it is Psyduck, and it's not hard to see why. So Psyduck is very, very powerful. A lot of CC output, a lot of CC output being able to come in, but we might see it coming in because well, we are heading into game 1. So we have Secret Tech for a first pick, first ban, and it looks like they're going to ban out the Charizard. Charizard recently got buffed on basic attacks off the burn damage. So when we increase that burn damage off of Fire Punch or Flamethrower, it is going to deal a lot. Suicune is going to be the second ban for Secret Pick. That is not surprising. Suicune is an annoying little monster that we have to deal with. But Ho-Oh taking a first ban on the side of EX Trainers, and let me tell you, I am not shocked at that. That is a monster. And the Rapidash, I gotta respect the Rapidash. I'm not gonna lie. I've been through it. You've been through it. Everybody's been through that moment where you're just minding your own business. You're on the back line or something like that. You're firing arrows or moonblasts or whatever. And then that Rapidash just comes by and moonblasts you in a random drive-by. It is nasty. So I'm glad to see it banned. Although I am a little sad because I do like it. But we got a first pick on the Blissey from HP Fan. Oh, I love Blissey. Oh, we got the Leftovers Buddy Barrier Tech. I love Leftovers. And Clefable. Fun fact about Clefable in the Zygarde League, it has yet to win a single match. So, EX Trainers, are you going to break that streak, or will you be shackled by the curse? We will see. But Mamoswine, very, very powerful pick. Very, very powerful CC Pokemon. A little bit of a late game, though, so you gotta kind of try to compensate for that, especially with that XP share. But we have Miraidon and Crustle being locked in. Ooh, I love me a good Crustle game. It's like everybody knows my favorite picks coming into this. All we gotta do now is see a Tyranitar and a Sableye, and I'm like, woohoo! We're just gushing. But yo, we got Greedent. Wow, alright, Tish, you're rocking my world right now. No Snorlax, but Greedent. We might be going for like a score comp type thing. No, more of like a harasser, I think. But we have Sableye. We have Sableye. I got Sable on the brain. We have Ceruledge and Talonflame locked in. Ooh. So we got a nice little bit of a team fight thing going on here with a nice little assassination. That Miraidon's got to be very careful. Talonflame's going to be looking for it. It is the most viable target on the side of Secret Tech for it. And Gardevoir. Ooh. I wonder if she's going to go Psychic. That Psychic buff. Being able to, that Psychic debuff, being able to lower that special defense is going to go in, but she's going to be the only one capable of taking advantage of it, with Clefable not really dishing out a whole lot of damage, and the rest of her team just being full-on melee attack. But we have that Scizor locked in for the side of Secret Tech. Scizor with a full heal, so maybe that's a Scyther? That could be a Scyther. It's less bulky, but Scyther gets out of that CC, and if so, that is going to be a powerful enemy for that Gardevoir to contend with. So Gardevoir is going to have to really, really deal with figuring out how to get away with that Scizor. Maybe we will see Moonblast instead of Psyshock because of it. Nice little chunky shield you get from it, nice little stun. You never really know how that's going to go. Overall, I think these teams have some pretty balanced comps here. We kind of see what they're going for, a nice front line with a healer type thing going on. Meanwhile, we have the back line, so it's going to be about who outranges who. Is Miraidon going to get the drop on the Guardy, or is Guardy going to be able to get the drop on Miraidon? Who's going to have the bigger impact on those front line monsters, or who's going to be able to get to the back line first? So we're going to see exactly how that's going to go right here, right now, and oh my goodness, we are off. Of course, we're seeing that Scyther go right into the jungle, going right into that center path. That is exactly where it belongs, and it looks like we're going to see the Talonflame on the other side take the same route. We're going to see that Ceruledge into the top path. Oh, and it looks like we're going to have that Greedent go up there too. What a nasty lane to try to do that. He doesn't even need to take damage to eat your berries, but here we go. That first engage. Blissey tries for the secure, but no! Ceruledge says no, and that is mine. Clefable trying to do it, but no. Blissey says, hey, I can still secure. I can still do my job, and here I am, bopping things along. But going off in the bottom line, oh, it looks like we have that Scyther coming right up top side. Excuse me, guys, I forgot I had camera control on this. Woohoo! But anyways, we top side here. Scyther coming up with a nice, clean double KO. Now, is this Talonflame going to go top or is it going to go bottom? And it looks like he is rotating into the top side, but he's not going to go deep. He's being smart. He revealed himself a little bit. Oh, no, he's definitely giving his position away. Scyther knows where he is. They're staring each other down. Scyther knows, I know you're there. Talonflame does not know what's about to jump on him. Oh, but now he does. There it is. The Ceruledge bush checks. They grab the farm. They're going. Ceruledge is now a Ceruledge. Here it goes, coming in. Nice double KO. Scyther trying to get out, but no, that Talonflame grabs it. It was all a feint, folks. It was all a blur. We're at 30 points to 49 in favor of EX Trainers. They are off to an amazing start up here in this top side. Meanwhile, on this bot side here, we have this Ralts versus the Miraidon. But Ralts finally evolving into Kirlia. Miraidon's still level 5, but Kirlia catching up. Now we got to get that Mamoswine back up. Trying to get that level 5, and we're 10 seconds out from these mid-birds coming in. It looks like the side of EX Trainers is looking to take this mid-farm, and it looks like, yep, there we go, Secret Tech now moving in. Scyther just shredding them, nobody grabbing it, just coming in sneakily, just boom, grabs it. But Talonflame comes in for the quick KO. Ceruledge comes through, grabs that up. There goes the Blissey as well for the Talonflame. So, oh my goodness, Secret Tech is just falling by the wayside to this onslaught from EX Trainers. But no, Miraidon's coming back. Crustle with a nice wall. Clefable track, but no, he gets out. Mamoswine trying to get that 5, still working very hard. Kirlia with the last hit, but it's not enough because she leached that experience, so Mamoswine still only gets that 30%. Miss Centerbirds are up now for the 720s, 20 seconds out from these first objectives. And we got huge farm going to the side of Secret Tech. Only Gardevoir and Mamoswine, still this Piloswine at level 5, but he's exerting a lot of pressure. Miraidon burns a lot of energy to get that passive field out, but is it going to do anything? It is weakening that pad. It's throwing down the charge beam. Here we go. That Talonflame misses the Brave Bird, though. They're trying to go in. They're trying to get... Oh! They're just trying to get home to the Pokemon Center, and that Scyther acquiesced their request, sending them back with a little buddy in Piloswine. Gardevoir pulling out, and they're EX Trainer is going to be giving up this bottom side path. This Frontier Pad 1. Ceruledge looking for a goal, but Tish doing a fantastic job of zoning it out with this Greedent. You might have 40 points, and you might be stronger, but you're definitely not going to score on a pad when the Greedent is guarding it. But you know what? When you 3v1 it with a Gardevoir and a Clefable, that might happen. We're slowly moving in. We're slowly collapsing. Piloswine pulling up the rear. But no, Miraidon comes out with a nice, huge Unite move. Coming down. Ceruledge going in. Grabs the Scyther. And this is exactly what EX Trainers was looking for. This is exactly what they needed. Now they just got to get on there, grab this pad, break it, then take the objective. They're not able to fully coordinate, but no, they get it. They take the Miraidon down. Talonflame able to do its job and assassinate it and pull it back from the brink. Now he's trying to get up, but Greedent's on him, takes the KO. Mamoswine trying to do everything, but no! Scyther comes up. 1, 2, 3, going down. 4 with the Clefable, and 5 with the Mamo, but no, he gets out. Too soon, get baited. 25 to 40. This could be a 38 overcap, which is going to be huge for Secret Tech because this now puts them in a lead of 178 to 69 in a dominant position to take this Regieleki. Now, I'm not sure what EX Trainers is going to be doing at this point. They need to get farm, they need to get levels. They are behind. That Scyther is level 12, but not by much with that Talonflame sitting at level 11. This Gardevoir and the Ceruledge are on a united defense against this Greedent and this Regieleki. But meanwhile, in this bot side, we have Secret Tech pulling in for a nice push, trying to bait people in, trying to lure them out. They're trying to trap the Talonflame, but no, the wall slightly off, was not able to grab it, and the Talonflame safely able to unite away. Gardevoir is down, though, in that top side. Greedent gets it in! Greedent with a surprise double. Lecky goes in, gets 50. Meanwhile, Secret Tech grabs the bottom Reggie in their favor, and now they're going for a nice overcap of their own. That was 11 points to 50 for a nice 31 or 39 over. They are back with a vengeance, folks. 310 to 74. They're letting people know we are in one of the top spots in this league for a reason. We might have been a little bit late coming online, but if you can't keep up with us, if you can't put us down, we will take full advantage. We have a level 14 Scyther at 3 minutes 50 seconds, folks. 3 minutes 50 seconds, 14 Scyther. This thing is going to be a menace. We have a nice pad defense coming here. Greedent being a nice harasser, distracting from the bot side, pulling it off. They're not able to get any sort of points down here. And it looks like we're just on a farming spree. We're 15 seconds out from another Regieleki spawning. It will be the last one of this match, of this game right here. We have Greedent again harassing. Almost Greedent just ticking into 14 himself, eclipsing the Talonflame and the Ceruledge in levels, being like, listen, I might be a chunky little squirrel, but hey, I might be burping up belches, but I am still a threat and I'm still in your neighborhood. Be warned. All right, we have EX Trainers now moving in on this objective. They have no choice but to take it with their tier 2 pad broke. This objective is a threat to them. Going into the home pad, Talonflame with the secure. No, it's the Gardevoir getting baited again. Pushing it towards it. I think Secret Tech is just going to let this walk with a 14 point over. That's not really much. That pad, the Reggie wasn't going in, but again, EX Trainers had to take it. With the Regieleki barreling down on their home pad, that just limits them in their pressure and their effectiveness on the field. Talonflame going for a quick KO on the Miraidon. With 16-second respawn timer here. Now he gets out. Mamoswine is in trouble, though. Walled off by the Crustle. Able to get away with the Earthquake. Can't stop the... An Earthquake is able to get through these walls. You can't stop it no matter what. Mamoswine is here to bring them down. Trying to find a safe spot to return, though. Not able to. That Greedent making sure he can't. 338 to 105. EX Trainers has put up a valiant fight. They have done very, very well. Now they really need to come together for this fight. And that Greedent is just absolutely harassing, putting a lot of pressure. Here comes its Unite move coming through. Talonflame gets taken down. Miraidon with the charge beam. EX Trainers is scattered, and Secret Tech is pulling them in. Gardevoir gone. Mamoswine gone. Ceruledge is the only one left up, and he has to come back with a point. With 1 HP and a dream, can he do it? He's got to reset. They're not ripping. They don't need it. They're 338 to 105. They could go score if they really wanted. Looks like that's where the Greedent is going. But now, EX Trainers is starting to spawn back in. We do have 3 Unite moves on the side of EX. Ceruledge trying to go in for a fight, but he does not have his Unite move back yet. Miraidon is coming down. Crustle Blissey with Unite moves on the side of Secret Tech, but we have a Secret Rip going on up here from the side of EX Trainers here. They're collapsing on it. They're going for it. They're drawing them in. Huge Gardevoir Unite coming in. Safeguard out to able to get out of it. No, the Bliss assist grabs it, and the Clefable with the Rayquaza secured. Rayquaza secure 4, down, Greedent up, shields on everybody. EX Trainers has broke the curse. Clefable has won a game, and it's in the hands of EX Trainers as they score these hundo burgers in the final 30 seconds of this game. Oh my goodness, what an intense match. But it's not quite over yet. That Greedent is still scoring. Even though they got Ray, even though they have shields, it's 502 to 459 for Secret Tech. Oh my goodness, they gotta go. The points are gone. I can't see it. Do they have enough? We got 16 more. We have points coming in. Oh my goodness, it's down to the wire. 28. Oh my goodness, is this enough? Is EX trainers gonna be enough to break the curse? Or did Curse of Clefable come back and bite them? Wow! Even when you count them out, you can't do that. Because that's Pokemon Unite. That's the Zygarde League. Everything down to the wire to the last second. And it looks like we have a winner in the side of Secret Tech with 536 to 511. That Greedent pulling out the win with a full 358 points scored. My gosh. Oh, wow. Guys, that was insane. That was intense. Congratulations, Secret Tech. That was a hard-fought match. The Clefable remains with a 0% win rate. Not able to clutch it out despite the Rayquaza secure, despite the 5-man shields, and the push into the home pads. They just weren't able to clutch it out. Oh my goodness, Secret Tech, congratulations. EX trainers, that was hard fought. Good job, guys. Oh my gosh. Not giving up right to the end here. We got 78k on that Greedent, 76k on the Scizor, and 81k on the Miraidon. Sorry, not Scizor, the Scyther. That was a Scyther, guys. But hey, EX Trainers was not slacking either. Look at this, 101 on the Ceruledge. Bro was pumping out the damage, and Talonflame wasn't far behind. Gardevoir, 39k, not bad, but considering that the team that they had to work into, the chaos, the strategy, that's still really good damage, because we didn't really see her shine up until group fights. Up until then, though, she was very put behind. She was unable to find a really good engaged target, a real combination there. Clefable coming in with a nice 60k heals, though. Blissey, only 7k, but that was not the set they were running. Those safeguards were clutch. Wow, guys, just wow. The walls, the shakes, the earthquakes. You guys had it all. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we are ready for a game 2 now. Going into just wow. Just wow. I am speechless. I have not seen a game that intense in a long, long time. And I'll tell you right now, that was intense. All right. Hold up, I'm being told. All right. All right, we're getting our ready checks in for the teams there. They're ready. They're gunning. They're ready to go for that game 2. They want this done. They want this going. But you know what? Oh my goodness. We are heading into game 2 right now, folks. Get ready. Get your socks ready to be knocked off. Because let me tell you, they're there. But we have some adjustments that we need to make. We have some adjustments we need to make on the side here. Right team is EX Trainers. Secret Tech is on the left. That is incorrect. No, that is correct, actually. No, that's not correct. I get my right and my left mixed up. Let me see. We're going to update some stuff, but we have a Ho-Oh ban. We have a Blissey ban. We have Charizard ban and a Snorlax ban. Tish banning at that Snorlax, being like, if I can't have it, nobody can, and we're not going to let you even try. Nice little Suicune. Nice little Suicune ban there. Oh, Suicune pick. Never mind. But this leaves up the Alcremie, which has an 88% win rate in the Zygarde League. And that is being locked in with an Umbreon. Oh my goodness. That is huge. Absolutely huge. All right. All right, we're going to tell that the names need to be swapped. We're going to try to get that done now. We are on a 2-minute delay, so I do apologize, but we have a nice Armor Rouge and Aegislash being locked in. Wow, they're going for a nice bulky CC kind of comp there. I'm wondering if that Armor Rouge is going to be Fire Spin. It's looking like with the full heal it might be, but we get Zacian, and we're pulling back in the Miraidon. Miraidon was doing the work, I'll tell you that. It was those charge beams, that Unite move, the Thunder, the AoE effect of just being able just to deny, like, the weakened pads, deny sleep. That was so strong, so good even. Meanwhile, we have Absol being locked in for the side of EX Trainers. And Clefable, we're sticking with the Clefable belief. We're sticking with Clefable believers. All right. Here we are. So we have a nice bulky core coming in from the side of EX Trainers. We have that Suicune with a nice XP share, that Clefable. So they're going to be able to provide a nice frontline sustained CC bit for the Armor Rouge and the AG. Absol looking for a nice Unite opportunity into the Miraidon, Zacian, and Ceruledge, but that Alcremie could counter it all with a well-timed Unite move. And Umbreon, you gotta be watchful of that guy. That guy can be awfully mean-looking sometimes, one might say. One might say, you know. Haha, yeah, see? Haha, yeah. That's okay. I thought it was funny. You didn't have to laugh at me. I mean, with me. You didn't have to laugh with me. Yeah, that's what I mean. But no, these teams are looking very well balanced. And we're probably going to see another exciting match coming in. So let's get underway. As soon as this loading screen gets out of the way. Whew! I'm still wowed by that. Oh my goodness. That was so clutch. So clutch. Alright, we have Absol Absol's going into the center path for the side of EX Trainers. And we have that Ceruledge this time going into the center path for the side of Secret Tech. So here we go, and we got a nice little engage. We have the Alcremie not getting that. We have the Aegislash getting that, and there's Zacian's going in, trying to get points. He's only got 1 point, burned it all, wasn't able to get it. But we have a nice little push down here in the bot side. Eevee, little Umbreon Eevee, unfortunately almost KO'd, but no, he's going back in. He's the brave Eevee who could. They're going for the Suicune, but no, he gets away. But now they're trying to grab farm. They're trying to get whatever they can. They're baiting it out. They're trying to get vision, and they're just playing it out. Whoever denies farm to the other side is going to be whoever gets it first. Sorry, whoever gets the farm is going to be whoever gets online first. It's going to be a wild ride. I am a little bit frazzled. I apologize. Trying to do behind the scenes stuff. It is not quite working, but that's okay. Just trying to update names and stuff. I'm working with somebody else to help me with that. But that's alright. Oh, and we got huge KOs coming in. Does the Armor Rouge go down? He just won't go down. Takes the Umbreon with him as Miraidon goes to score. What an intense moment right here. Now it's Suicune back on this Miraidon. We have the top side here has won, it looks like, heavily, bringing that pad down to 52. Now we have Aegislash trying to come up, get some farm, trying to go through, but no, the Ceruledge and the And the Zacian, oh my gosh, I'm getting tongue-tied. Then the Zacian just being able to deny it. Now we have Secret Tech coming in, and they're able to clean up that farm before EX Trainers is even able to start. Unlike last game, Secret Tech seems to have found their tempo, and they're just not allowing EX Trainers to come online as quickly as they did last time. They've adjusted pretty well, and they've got good, powerful Mons that have both a nice early game advantage and a nice mid game, but it's all going to come down to that Rayquaza fight. Well, we are 3 seconds away from these 720 birds. Everybody is down in the bot path, holding their breaths. It's 3-on-3 coming in. It looks, I don't even know who got all those. They just spawned and disappeared. Everybody took them. But now we have 4v3 with only the Zacian top, but we have Aegislash and the Clefable top side. So there's no healing down here on the side of EX Trainers. And they're taking a lot of hits from that Miraidon. Absol's coming in, but grabs the Alcremie, Decorate, and that gets the KO on the Suicune. Ceruledge on the Absol for a huge triple there with the Miraidon cleaning up the Armarouge, allowing them to clean up this objective. But in the top side here, Aegislash is coming online. We have a level 8 Zacian, but that's not stopping them. The Clefable Aegislash duo is going to come in and put pressure. Grab these farm, deny the Zacian its energy so that it can't use its passive in order to trigger its abilities. It's almost level 9 though. It's almost got its Unite move. There it is. It's ticked in. That's a nice secure for whether it's an objective or whether it's a KO on the Armarouge. That means this Lecky is going to go to the side of Secret Tech as they come through and push this top side path. Red Lecky goes in. Points are free. They're able to score. They're doing the math. 12 left with only an 8 over. Are they going to do it? It looks like they're trying not to. They're going to leave it up, and they're going to deny those back Indeedis on the top side path to the side of EX Trainers. Zacian cleaning up, going through. We have Suicune getting caught out. Oh my goodness. Alcremie putting a lot of pressure down with that Dazzling Gleam. She is there to razzle, and she is there to dazzle, and you are there to watch in wonderment. You're also a little bit stunned. Armarouge defending this pad very, very well, but it looks like we have some farming going on up top. Clefable doing a nice little vision check, trying to check the farm status on that Ceruledge. Umbreon also getting nice vision there. When we see now Secret Tech knows where the majority of the team is for EX Trainers, so they know how they can plan this assault. They're grouping up, they're bulking up. That's not always a good sign. But they're coming in, they're sticking close. That Clefable has the heals, they're trusting it, but no, the Absol gets caught. Here it goes down! Turning the tide of this fight against EX Trainers, getting caught out like that is not going to be good. It's going to put your team behind. There it is, another KO onto the Armarouge. And here we go. Do we get the final one on the AG? No, AG gets out. No, the Ceruledge is persistent. He goes in, he grabs that KO. Absol doing everything he can to try to get that Zacian, but no, the Zacian's getting out because Umbreon and Alcremie are an amazing duo, and they're like, not on my watch. You don't get my best friend. As the Zacian now works to get away and take a boat home. Ceruledge is still keeping the pressure on with this engage. Grabs a nice KO. Unites back onto the Armarouge for a nice double knockout very quickly. Their Secret Tech's doing a wonderful job keeping the pressure on the side of EX Trainers. They broke the bot side. They're taking the farm. They're denying the farm in the top side from those Indeedis by keeping that front pad up. They're zoning out for that objective of Regieleki, so they can't take it either. They have done an excellent job in keeping the levels down too. Ceruledge is level 13, a full 2 levels high above that Absol. Huge Armarouge Unite coming up, but no, it's all for naught. The healing coming in from that Registeel grab. The attack boost coming in. Grabs it out. It is not enough. Ceruledge with a double KO. Does the Suicune go down? Grabs a berry, but it's not enough. Grabbing this 50 points going in for a nice 38 over cap. As Secret Tech now looks to grab this Regieleki to push towards the tier 2. It is a little early, but it is also late. This is the last Regieleki of game 2. Zacian taking another quick boat ride home. Funny how we always seem to find it when he's on a boat. But now both teams are looking to farm up. We are 55 seconds away from the Rayquaza, and it looks like Secret Tech is now looking to apply pressure. They see this from the Umbreon that this blue buff is up, but no, they're going to leave the Excelgor alone. They're not going to pressure. They see the Absol there, they're like, no, it's too big. It's too big a threat. I don't have my Unite move. I don't want to burn it, not this late. But no, the Clefable's being absolutely full of bravery right now. Coming in, here it goes, grabs a nice KO from the Ceruledge. That's just a little bit more XP for it. Hopefully that Clefable got whatever it was after, whether it was a stack, whether it was some Unite charge, because it absolutely got caught out and demolished right there. But Secret Tech is not done yet. They're trying to zone out this Suicune. Suicune trying to get vision, but no, he goes down with a nice 6 seconds. He will be back right in time for the Rayquaza. 5 seconds out from Rayquaza. Here they come. Secret Tech keeping the pressure applied with that Miraidon. Clefable's only able to have that Moonlight up for so long. We are sitting at 92 to 235 right now as we enter this Rayquaza fight. Now it looks like that Suicune's also getting caught out. That's a huge CC-Mon going down, but no! Armor Rouge is coming back with a vengeance, coming out with its Unite move. Aegislash with a nice wide guard, but no, the Zacian returns with its own Unite move for a nice, quick 3 KO, 4 KO streak for the Zacian as it sends everyone back to the home pad. Suicune comes in, they're ripping the final objective on their Rayquaza. The Great Green Dragon now goes down for the side of Secret Tech. They have the shields. Now, they gotta rip. EX Trainers has to come back some way, somehow. But it looks like Secret Tech is being a little bit smarter on the bot side. They're not wasting their shields. Miraidon now just dumped his points, but he didn't have a lot to begin with. Umbreon charging forth, trying to get those points in. 36 going, and they're not going to be a stop for a nice 72 cap. We're at 92 to 407 with 55 seconds left. This game is still in the ballpark for winning for side of EX Trainers. They just got to get the KOs, they got to get the farm, and they got to make the push. But it's got to happen soon. Otherwise, it won't happen at all. And they're trying. They're fighting valiantly. But it looks like the shred from that Miraidon is just too strong. The eject for the Absol. That Miraidon knew exactly who he wanted. Taking it down one charge beam at a time. And as we dump more points in, it looks like it is now over and this match is no longer winnable for the side of EX Trainers. Game 2 will be going to the side of Secret Tech. For 92 to 513, and we have a surrender with 12 seconds left in the game. Unfortunately, that may result in a warning for the side of EX Trainers. Surrenders are not allowed within the Zygarde League because we do track points, and they do affect the final standings. And within those 12 seconds, we don't know how many points that Secret Tech might have gotten there. So that might result in a bit of a warning there. That may not. We don't know. But we start looking at some of these damage numbers. Zacian with a huge 85k damage. Oh my goodness. Absolutely a shred and a boss. But can't beat out the dawn of all damage this game so far of Miraidon with 101k damage. And it's absolutely not hard to see why. Because we have that absolute shred with this charge beam. We have that Unite move raining down meteors and the thunder for that little extra poke. And very, very good use of the eject and knowing your targets. That's very important in this game, folks, is knowing your targets. So as we now sit in a 2-0 lead for the side of Secret Tech. First pick will return to the side of EX Trainers as we move forward into Game 3 and match point for Secret Tech. If we do this, Secret Tech will be into a game. If this goes through, Secret Tech will be going into this with another 3-0 win into Week 2 because they took that 3-0 win into Week 1. And unfortunately, EX Trainers, they were only able to get 1 win last week out of their best of 5 last week. So this means that they now need to try to get 3 wins in a row against Secret Tech. They gotta turn this around. They gotta flip it. They gotta do something, folks. They gotta get something going. They gotta get something cooking. Because this game, it was not. And I think that might be the Clefable. We looked at the Clefable heals again. It was 60k heals. And if we look at the bans, we are starting to see some of those bans rack up. We're seeing Blissey bans. But again, you know who we're not seeing banned? We're not seeing Psyduck banned. Psyduck, I don't think, was banned last game. And it's one of the top pick supporters in the Zygarde League. That's something I think we ought to be looking at more. I think we need to start looking at whether or not we're going to be getting these numbers. But looks like we are heading back into Game 3 right away. Both teams are ready to go. They are ready to fight. They are ready to duke this out and get that finishing clinch. Secret Tech is looking to do that. EX Trainers has a full 3 games that they need to try and get done. They not try to need to do, and they got 3 wins in a row that they need to get. But we have a nice Charizard Miraidon ban coming out. They're finally dealing with that Miraidon, which has been a problem for them in games 1 and 2. We're getting that Ho-Oh ban, and and it looks like Secret Tech is trying to do them a favor by getting rid of that Clefable. They're like, listen, guys, we know you're good. You're better than this. You had game 1. It was the curse of the Clefable that stopped you with that 0% win rate. You can't change it. Don't try to change it. We'll help you out. Here's our ban for you. And there we spawn with a first pick on the Snorlax, denying them that. A nice, powerful pick coming in like that with a nice Snorlax. But we were returned with Secret Tech bringing in Trevenant and the Alcremie. Absolutely demonic. Now we have Armor Rouge and Metagross being locked in for the side of EX Trainers. That's a lot of damage to reveal before your supporter option. Maybe they need a little bit more time to figure out what they need. Again, Psyduck is up. One of the best picked Pokemon right now. For supporter-wise, according to the Zygarde League, a lot of players have been picking it up with a 50% pick rate. So, it needs to come in. It needs to throw down. And it looks like they're going to lock in that Blissey. And we got a Leafeon coming in. Oh! Now the Leafeon oh, there we go. We're getting baited again! Last few seconds, they're like, nah, not Leafeon, Talonflame. And they are locking in that Blissey. So we do have that Talonflame coming in, but what are the Talonflame's targets? Right now we have Suicune, right now we have Lucario, or maybe it's not so much what are its targets, but what are we trying to deny them? So Talonflame, I believe, while not a good pick into this comp, was looking to possibly deny a pick for a Gardevoir or an Inteleon to say, no, we don't want your range. And it looks like that's exactly what happened. We have a Zoroark being locked in for Ratis with a nice full heal to counter any CC from the side of EX Trainers. We have our final picks in now, so we are in the final countdown for match point for Secret Tech. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely demonic. This is going to be absolutely fire. Game 1 came down to the wire. Game 2, not so much, but we still had some really good moments that were hit and miss, and that could have flipped it for either team. And if it had gone in the way of EX Trainers, it would have flipped the game. But Game 3, all of that's in the past. Memory of a goldfish. You can't let that get you down. You can't let that bother you. You gotta go in. You gotta get this done. Oh, yeah. All right. As we are locking in, we are getting things done. Who's jungling? I'm going to predict the Talonflame. I could be wrong, though. Maybe Snorlax. You know, it could be. Snorlax has been known to take jungles, just not its own. It's a nice invade option. And into a Zoroark, which is something you do want to put behind. It is an option. But to leave the Armor Rouge alone, bot lane, that's a tough decision to make. And it looks like they are going to do it. That's Snorlax putting in the work. But no, they're able to secure the farm. Lucario coming in. Maybe we're going to see its ultimate attack coming through here, being able to lock in and lock down. Grabs that farm. No! Nice steal from the Beldum on the side of EX Trainers. Being able to lock it in, deny that stack. Lucario is a demon in the top lane. And look how low it is. They're almost getting the KO. Zoroark comes in, though, and they're going to punish it. There goes the Blissey. Beldum is too caught out. Talonflame not able to really help. This is a fully evolved Zoroark. It may not be level 7, but it is absolutely going to shred. And it is the other set. I do not know the name for this, so I am messing this one up, but it's not the one that auto locks on and one-shots your attackers. Instead, it's the one that likes to do a wheelie in the air and then drop on you for some nice damage. I can't remember what that move is. It's either Night Slash or Shadow. No, it's not Shadow Claw. It's Feint Attack or Night Slash. I think that's it. I can't remember anymore, but that's not important. It's not my job to know these, right? I'm just a streamer, just a casual caster. But oh my gosh, this Lucario on Tish is going hog wild. Those extreme speeds going through the cooldown resets. Insane, absolutely nutso. But speaking of invades, uh-oh, it looks like Zoroark is helping himself to some farm that's not quite his, but he's claiming it is. And as we go for these mid-birds at 8 minutes, EX Trainers is nowhere to be seen. They're trying to push their presence down in this bot side path, but it looks like Tish is going to be holding the top side alone against Metagross, Blissey, and a retreating Talonflame, and it's going to get even more support and even more damage from the razzle and dazzle of Alcremie as it comes to lock them down and lock them in. And there we go! Huge extreme speeds coming in, grabbing them down, locking a nice double KO. Can we get the triple? No! Lets the berry go, grabs it, nah, feint. There we go. Bait and switch. They're not going to score their 30 points as it would break that pad. Zoroark does need some stacks and needs some more score. So it is going to do that, and we're going to get that lowered more. Also breaking this top side path would also give them more NDDs on their side and the backside, which giving more experience to the side of EX Trainers, which is something that Secret Tech has been doing very, very well. These objectives are now spawned in. We have huge damage coming into this top side. Let's go check out the bottom lane coming in. No, we have Lucario being an absolute menace up here. 1 KO. Can he grab the 2? It's off cooldown. There it is. Alcremie with the nice D-Gleam secure, and we're going to have a nice 37 over. Now we're going for this bot objective. It looks like the Zoroark Trevenant Suicune combo was absolutely too strong for the side of EX Trainers to be able to handle. So, and they're getting zoned out relatively easy. Unfortunately for them, it is now 220 to 23. They are getting down by 197 points, and they need to try to make up this deficit quickly. We are at 6 minutes of the game, then we are entering the mid-game, and this is where Secret Tech has been seen to apply a lot of pressure. Talonflame living on 1 HP in a dream, going for the Trevenant, grabs the KO, now returning to the safe side. He gets away to the frustration of Secret Tech. That is some XP that he desperately needs. He is still on par with the Zoroark, but Lucario is way ahead at that level 11. Regieleki's coming here, but guys, we are at 5 minutes 40 seconds. We have a level 8 now, Metang. He's not even a Metagross yet, he's Metang. This is how much pressure Secret Tech has been applying, how much farm they've been denying. That poor Metang, who's finally a Metagross now, has been starved all this match. But he's online, he's ready to rumble, he's with his pals, Armarouge and Talonflame. They're going in, but no, Armarouge and Talonflame go... Armarouge goes down, Talonflame gets got, Metagross is all alone, he's friendless, he's gotten, oh there he is with a Snorlax, but no, Snorlax not enough to be able to peel for him. And unfortunately, both go down for a 4 KO against EX Trainers. But as they're trying to push, the jump pads are up, Talonflame is in, but he gets kidnapped by the Trevenant, locked in by Woodhammer and taken out. That is huge XP going back to the side of side of Secret Tech as Zoroark goes in. Metagross comes in with a nice Unite move, but now Kremi's in it and says, "Ain't on my watch. I got cream puffs for days. Have a little bit of my icing. It is delicious and will heal you. All natural healing properties. As endorsed by Silphco." Could you imagine? But Snorlax comes in with a nice kidnap, but no one here to take advantage. Armarouge too far away, so Suicune is going to get out. We have bottom objective of Reggie Steel being contested, ripped by this Zoroark. Top side goes to the side of Secret Tech. Snorlax comes in, tries to grab him, but Zoroark's not even interested. He sees an Armarouge undefended, unprotected, and is going for it. Let Zoroark's going in, grabs it. Top side here, we do have that Metagross now trying to defend Pad. Despite coming online 2 minutes ago, he has only gained 1 level. That is how rough the experience has been for the side of EX Trainers. He's now level 11 and he's finally catching up, but that Zoroark and that Lucario, they're level 13. Lucario's well on his way to 14, and he probably will be by the time that Rayquaza spawns. Again, look at the map pressure. Look at this exertion. Look at how they're using their XP shareholders, their dashers. Suicune has been in this bottom lane. He's been KO'd so many times, but he's just back up and running. He doesn't care. He's just here. He knows his role. He knows his job. Secret Tech doing an excellent job of keeping EX Trainers on the back foot, unable to regain their composure, and scattered in most of these fights. EX Trainers needs to come together. They need to fight as one. They need to find a pick, and they need to not run into bushes with a Blissey. They got to bush check properly. Play behind your team. Like, I understand you're getting vision, and that's great. But unfortunately, Secret Tech was now able to take advantage of that. They're able to reposition themselves. So now that EX Trainers no longer knows where they are, but they're revealing themselves for a bottom pad push? 13 seconds before Rayquaza? A pad push? Oh my goodness. Here we go. They're getting taken down. Metagross with a huge 18-second respawn timer. As Rayquaza comes in, Metagross is gone for 12 more seconds. Armarouge isn't there. If the rip wanted to happen, it could happen in favor of the side of Secret Tech. But that's not their Secret Tech. Their Secret Tech is to play the patience game, the waiting game. They kidnapped that Snorlax. Look at all that CC coming in. He can't move. Dazzling Gleam. Nice CC chains coming in. Meanwhile, the Lucario is going crazy on the side, right into the back lines. The nice Unite move coming out. That was his ultimate attack coming in. No KOs secured. Coming in for a nice 3 KO coming in on the side of Secret Tech against EX Trainers. But no, they're gripping the Rayquaza against a Talonflame coming in for secure. Wastes his fly, gets taken down. And unfortunately, the Great Green Dragon will once again go towards the side of Secret Tech. 135 to 233 at 108. We have an instant surrender. Oh no. It looks like all the side of Secret Tech did have full caps. Everybody had 50 points. So that was 500 points coming their way. But again, in the Zygarde League, you cannot surrender in your matches. It is outlined in the rules. And with the surrender at the last seconds of the last match there, that might result in a more severe warning. I do hope that's not the case, but yeah, that's really frustrating to do. 135 to 233 with a potential 500 points more for 733. Possibly even maybe another 100 or so scored through more points and KOs. But yeah, only 1 KO for the side of EX Trainers. Unfortunately, EX Trainers was not able to get it together. They had a really solid game 1, but I think they just got too down on themselves and were just unable to pull it back. And that's what Pokemon Unite is. It is a mental game. Once you get down on yourself, once you get in your heads, you start getting flustered, especially under that kind of pressure. Whew, it's not easy. It looks like they just gave up on screen. It might seem that way in the stat line, But let me tell you guys, in that position, it is not easy to deal with that kind of pressure. And Secret Tech was able to take full advantage of it. But well done to both teams. A nice 101k for this Tish on that Lucario. 72 on that Zoroark for the wheelie. 53k on the Suicune. This was an absolutely demonic set. And Secret Tech will take this 3-0 victory. Wow, guys, that was just absolutely amazing to watch. That was Zygarde Week 2, Zygarde League. Ugh, tongue-tied again. Can't even finish at the outro. But that was Zygarde League Week 2 of EX Trainers versus Secret Tech. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I will be back on stream later tonight, but we will catch you guys next time with the next match of Zygarde League. Stay tuned and stay frosty, and we'll see you on the